The perfect breakup. What is a perfect breakup? Is there such a thing? Let's talk about it. Hey guys, welcome to Big Sister. So I thought I'd talk about breakups and how to deal with them. The perfect breakup. Is there such a thing as the perfect breakup? In my opinion, I don't think so. There is no perfect breakup. What's the perfect way to separate from someone who you've cared about? Maybe someone you thought you'd spend the rest of your life with, or someone that you thought would be your high school sweetheart, someone that you thought that you felt so much chemistry with, and then it doesn't work out. Maybe they like someone else. Maybe they were unfaithful. Maybe you simply did not pair well together. So what is the perfect breakup? I don't think there is a perfect breakup. It's just not possible, because when feelings and emotions are involved, when two people are involved with opposing feelings, or maybe the feelings are mutual to say, yeah, we may need to separate, but the way to do it and how to do it and the timing and the feelings that's going to come as a result is never going to be the same. And more than likely, there's usually not an agreement about it. One person doesn't want it and the other person does. One person may move right on and get someone else, and the other person is feeling just so hurt because they're thinking, how could you just move on so quickly? And there's so many different questions. So in terms of a perfect breakup, I would say it's not so much about it being the perfect breakup, but the focus. Let's talk about being objective during a breakup. And I know that sounds so cold and unfeeling, but that is the main thing. And that's how you're going to be able to survive and you're going to be able to move forward. That you have to be objective versus emotional. Yes, you're going to feel those emotions and you're not going to ignore those emotions. But what you have to do is be objective and realize, come to the truth on why you're breaking up. Now, when you have a couple and you talk to them about why things are breaking up, they're almost always going to have a difference in opinion on why and who did what and who messed it up. So you're never going to usually come to a set agreement on why things happened. But look, things do happen, but you basically have to face the fact that this relationship has ended and why it is happening. And the why, as I said, is subjective. But one thing that you're going to realize is, regardless of whether or not you agree on why and who and what, is the pain. What you're not going to be able to contest is your feeling of loss, whether it's yours or whether it's the other person's. What you're not going to be able to talk yourself out of, or what is going to speak volumes, is your experiences in that relationship. Whether if it's not positive to you, and if it was not conducive, and if it was not healthy for you, regardless of what you may feel or how the other person feels about it, you have to face that. You have to be objective about that. And you take the necessary steps from there it's basically like a funeral. It's basically like a burial, letting go. A lot of times with breakups, people want to be right. Sometimes it's all about pride. It's all about what one person wants versus what the other does not. There's a clash of so many emotions. Now that can get all muddled in. And then when you have friends, and maybe if you knew the family and you had mutual friends in common, that makes it even worse. It's like you're getting a divorce, and who's going to keep the pets, who's going to get the house, who's going to get the condo, how do we split the accounts, who's going to pay this bill, who's going to be responsible for that. That's sort of what you experience, especially when you both have friends in common, you got to know your families, you were close to their brother or sister, and then suddenly maybe you're not so close. Or maybe you are still close and you're still there, but now you're in this different role where you're still hanging around like a housefly. I'm gonna call it like that, because now you can see everything. You're seeing how they're moving on, or you're being invited to everything. And I'm gonna do a video about that. When you have that ex that still hangs around, is at all the family functions. And I know some situations may be different, but it's kind of it's a little unusual. And again, there may be some cases where, hey, you have always been tight with a family and y'all broke up and you're still a part of the family, but the difference is it's just not the same. It's really not. Once you've dated their son or their daughter and you've had that, and now you're hanging around, it's not 100% uh platonic, or it's not 100%. It's cannot be the way it was when you were purely a family friend. So you being there and you being able to see who he or she is moved on with, who's there, and then they have a new partner, husband and wife. It is never comfortable. It is never comfortable. And 9 times out of 10, that new partner has to tolerate you and has to understand that you're just going to be a part of the family no matter what. And a lot of times there is some feelings that's just not positive that's there. And that ex kind of gets to sit there and enjoy their quote unquote seniority, or the hold that they have in this person's life. And to some degree within themselves, as much as they may not want to admit it, they like to be able to look at that ex and give them that smug look and think, I'm not going anywhere, and they like me, and you're gonna have to tolerate me. So let's not get ourselves on that part of it. But anywho, let's get back. Always remember why you are breaking up. That is the main focus. It's not about what you feel, guys. While that is important, and you may need to cry and you can feel angry about some things, you have to remain objective that this is not working out. A lot of times people want to hold on to the good times and the fun times, but you have to pay attention to this thing that comes up that is often a character problem. I have thought I'd done a video over here on this side about character versus someone's like attributes, some differences, but it was not on the side, so I'll have to do that video here. But a lot of times you are in love with the person's attributes. You have people who they're good. You can have wonderful conversations with them. There are people who they'll come to your aid and your rescue every time. They're very kind, they're very sweet, but their character is different. Like, if they can be selfish in other ways, that person can still be unfaithful because they have this lust issue within themselves, or they may do drugs on the side. But you know what? Their character, their attributes that they have, their sense of humor, how they are social butterflies, how they are great at work, they are on time, they get things done. You are in love with that portion of them, or that's what drew you in, and that's what you're going to remember. How you guys talked, how they cooked, how you guys you had so many things in common. but that is completely different from their character. That means what they do, how they are morally, their ethics. It's completely different. So they'll help the old lady cross the street over here, but they'll still come over here and tell lies to cover up their lies. And you can get very confused. I know I've been confused about that before. Being with someone who seemed like they were the world. They were just so perfect. Perfect, like TV perfect. I just stopped being so, because at first I was very wary, but I was thinking maybe I'm jaded and I need to just really let go of that and just go with it. So I was doing the whole gone in the wind thing, gone with the wind thing with them. I was letting the wind blow in my hair. I was letting him put his fingers through my hair and touching my chin. I was getting into it. I was like, yeah, let's do this. It felt nice, you know? It really did. It was romantic. He was just, oh, it was just amazing. But there were some cracks in the veneer. And it wasn't little things like just, just bad habits. We're talking about character. We're talking about fidelity. We're talking about honesty. We're talking about lying and lying some more and all these other things. You just go down this rabbit hole, you discover different things. So you can get confused by that. And when you have a person like that in your life, guess what? Especially when you have a person, everyone likes him, everyone likes her, and they're looking at how they treat you. They're going to tell you, girl, what are you doing? You are crazy. You're never going to meet someone like that. Or, oh, dude, she is so nice. She cooks for you. She did this. Oh, my God. What? She's beautiful. You're not even, you ugly. You are ugly. How did you get this cute girl? I mean, ugly people have no choices. Like, what are you doing, right? They're going to make you feel like this. But you have to remember, you're the one that was in that relationship. You have to pay attention and make sure that you have to pay attention to the facts of what has happened. Because by now they would have run game around you so much that you're confused, but you're not confused. It's like you want to believe the lies. You're not confused. You're not confused about what they've done. They've done it. But sometimes you want to believe the lie. You want to be wrong. So when the breakup finally comes, you need to be objective. And yeah, have your moments of crying and feeling down. But remember why you're breaking up. You need to remember that pain, the betrayal, the constant cycle of toxicity that you've gone through. You may have to get counseling. If you don't have the ability to go and sit with a counselor, there's plenty of free counsel on social media that you can sit there and understand about. You look up narcissists, you look up toxicity, narcissistic relationships, and you're going to begin to understand what this person is doing. You get books, you get occupied, you get busy. A lot of times the reason why you're going to have the relapses, you want to call them and everything, you're not busy enough. You also have it where they may want to call you because they know, even though they're not treating you right, they still want to be with you because you're an asset. They may not, they know they're not treating you right, but they know that you're a good man or a good woman. So they want to still be with you. They know that you're kind. You may not be a man or woman yet. Maybe you're a teenager, but they know that there's some benefits to being with you. They know that you're always going to be giving and kind and sharing your life. And there's some perks to being with you. But when they want to call you, you're going to have to find the strength, and you have to think about how much they have hurt you. You have to think about the letdowns. You have to think about the previous conversations that you've had with this person. And some things, they don't need to have done it more than once. they betray you, they cheat on you, that's an issue with them on the inside. Don't even try to work that out. Cheaters are like, they're synonymous, in my opinion. They're just like someone who is on they're taking that crack cocaine or meth. It is like a habit that's in them to do it, and it's going to take them getting help and all of that. It's that apology and stuff, they may mean it, but they lack discipline. They are impulsive. There's something in them that they have to have what they want, and something within their loins and groin and all of that. They have to do it. There's a heat right there that needs to be quenched that goes beyond you. So you're going to end up changing. I've done videos before, guys, showing that when someone lies a lot, you're going to change. Go look that up. Go to my search engine and put in LIE. Make sure you're in my search engine for my channel. Put in lies. You're going to see when you're with a person who tells lies a lot and you try to stick with them, how you're going to change, and you're going to turn paranoid, and you're going to be acting out of character. Get busy. Close that door. You have to be desperate, because a lot of times you waste so much time on this person, you'll never meet the person you're supposed to meet. You never grow, you never heal. And by the time you let go of that relationship, you don't even recognize yourself. You look in the mirror, you're looking ugly to yourself. Your skin look cracked up. Your lips are all chapped. Your hairline is missing. Your hair is thin. You're skinny. You don't look like yourself because your heart is broken. And when your heart is broken, it literally affects you physically. And all of a sudden you start acting like a desperado and you don't even recognize yourself. And you start doing crazy things because you are in pain. Don't ever think those moments when you have those meltdowns, when you've always been a kind person and you have a meltdown, and that person will make you feel like, oh, you've always been this way, that's why I can't act right with you. No, you are hurting. You're screaming because no matter how much you're trying, you're trying to be in a relationship where the person is constantly leaning in with jagged edges into you. You can't be comfortable. But you know what? Ultimately, you are responsible for yourself. So you have to know why. Keep that at the forefront. You know why you ended this relationship. This way you cannot be talked out of it. Don't let the outsiders tell you how nice this person is, all that. They're not with them. They're only seeing that side of them that this person wants them to see, the same side you fell in love with. Just remember that. Think about how often you have asked. Think about how often you've already cried with this person. Think of how often you've stated what you did not like. Think of how often you have given and the person kept taking. You have to keep those things in your head and in your mind. It's not that you're thinking unhealthy, but you're thinking objectively. This is not working out, because if you're just thinking about her buttery buns and how he made you feel and how cute he is, then you're looking at things that don't really matter. What you're paying attention to is the bait that was set to get you with them in the first place. And when they're having this conversation, suddenly they don't know how to treat you anymore. They don't know how to treat you right. No matter how much you're asking him or you're asking her or you're saying to her how you feel, suddenly they're behaving as if they don't understand what you're saying and they don't know how to do it. But they knew how to do everything in the beginning to get you. They know how to treat you. They just don't want to do it anymore. They've already depleted your resources. They've already had your body. Don't even think of trying to get cute, and don't think of doing those things on social media, looking all sexy and cute, and giving those little subliminal messages, moving up higher, doing me. That person does not care. Ladies, I'm telling you, especially with men, they don't care. Once they're done with you, they are done with you. So you can go in there and put on the cutest outfit and going out with my girls, doing me, reaching higher. Ain't no stopping me. You thought you had hurt me, but blah, blah, blah. God does not care. He knows he's already put the hot dog in the buns. He's already had you. I hate to put it that way. He's already split the lemons. He's done with it. You understand? It's like when we're standing up there trying to be like cute and doing all of that, he's just like, girl, I already know what everything is smelling like. No thanks. I'm putting it like that to be real. Women, I'll tell you, you could be on there showing yourself off, guys, and everything. But if she's already broken you down as a man, she's not attracted to you anymore. That's why you shouldn't allow it. If she breaks you down as a man, she talks to you crazy, you keep going back to her, she mistreats you, she could call you when she wants you to do something, send you packing when she wants to, and call you and reel you back and play head games with you and get money and all of that, and call you over to the house to do this and that, and then send you back, can you hang this on my wall for me? And you're thinking you guys are going to hang out later, and she's giving you an excuse. And once she's broken you down and she see you keep coming back, a woman will lose respect for you. You're not going to be as attractive. So don't allow it. The thing that you have as a male is your dignity and your respect. And you have to understand how to do that. And the power you have as a man, it's not in your fist to beat and hit a woman, but not giving her that, walking away from her, not giving her another moment of your life. And being careful who you pick, because if you were dating a reindeer, you know some of these women, you're trying to get away from them, they want to act crazy. And we'll talk about that another time. When you're dating the reindeer, that's what I might call it. So, but walk away. She doesn't care how cute you look. The only time, so all those posts and things, it's not going to matter. The only time they may call you is if they want something from you, or they just want to know that they can still have you. No matter all the talk you're talking, no matter how cute you look, as long as they know when they call you, you will show up. If they want you, they can have you. They're not going to want you anyway. So just don't do it. So if you have someone who you can talk to that is not a part of the circle that's going to go back with your stuff, that's fine. I'd say talk to that individual. If you have a counselor, or you can look up, dating a narcissist, look for stuff like that online and learn about what that is. Learn yourself. Learn why you allow this treatment, because a lot of the times we give people permission to do the things that they do. We're the ones that allow it. And you have to find out, what is it within me? Why would I allow it? Because you're going to be able to go down this rabbit hole and find the source of your choices, why you allow that. And then you have to deal with that so you don't keep making the same choices over and over again and choosing the same type of person. And then what would you do? You start thinking everybody is the same. And then you will take the baton that from the person who hurt you and start hurting other people, because you're going to say never again. So you're going to go through your life hurting people who actually genuinely cared and loved you. So be objective. Understand it's okay to cry. Understand it's okay to feel down and to feel sad. That's all right too. But at the same time, don't sit and wallow in that. You have to get up, open the blinds, go outside, take a walk, sit on your patio. These things you need to do. Put on some comedy, watch it. Okay? Take down those pictures and stuff that you have of them. Maybe you're not able to throw it out and toss it right away, but put it in a trash bag. And eventually, when you're strong enough, get rid of it. Even if it's really nice things. That's what I did. Because the person that I was engaged to literally had beautiful, wonderful taste. But I got rid of everything that was ever given. Everything. Shoes, dresses, all of that. Why? I didn't need to hold on to that stuff. And it's still a connection. That was something for me that I need to do. Just totally freed myself. Okay? It takes time, but you have to be objective and understand why. Why, if you're going to be crying either way, why not cry as you heal and as you're moving forward versus crying and staying in a relationship where someone is literally hurting you and disappointing you constantly? There is no perfect breakup. But the thing to remember is why you're doing it. Understand that the journey will be difficult. Understanding that people are going to try to come to you and talk you out of it. You also have people who are going to try to tell you, you need to be over this immediately. I would also tell you to avoid sharing too much of your feelings with too many people. Stop telling people everything. And avoid trying to tell your side of the story. Because a lot of times when you break up and it's with a person who really did wrong, they're going to go around telling these lies, excuse me, and trying to make you look bad. Let them do that. It's going to be hard, but that's going to be a part of your growth. And you know, when people come up to you and trying to get your side, oh, they said this and I heard that. You could just say, you know what? He knows what he did and I know what he did. So I'm not going to tell my side. I'm just going to leave it alone. I don't have anything to say, but he knows exactly what happened or she knows exactly what happened. See, that stuns people. They have nothing to say. You just say that. I don't have anything to say, but she knows what happened. Or he knows what happened. I don't have anything to say, but he knows what happens. Because people they want to get a piece of it and so they can scuttle back and run and tell it and add some more things and make it worse. And this is a very serious time for you. It's going to be a time that's going to be difficult for you. You don't need the rumor mill. You don't need the negative Nancy's and negative Neds all around you talking and saying all these things. You just need to stay objective and know that right now is a pain. You're going to need to heal and you don't want any infections. That's the rumor mill, people that's just coming around telling you whatever. You stay objective, you go out, you exercise, you take walks, you do what you need to do, you treat yourself right, you get fresh air. All these things are going to be very helpful. You pray, all right? Ask God to help you. That's who I ask for help, okay? I know people have their own beliefs, to each his own, and move on. Because that is going to help to set you free. And that is going to prepare you to do the healing journey. Don't jump into another relationship right away because you're only going to make a mess of that. You end up being taken advantage of, find yourself being in the same situation. So just take your time and heal and be on your own. Enjoy your own company. A lot of times people don't even know how to enjoy their own company because there's always been somebody else to be there, to date, to go out with, to talk to. So you become dependent on relationships. But get to know yourself. Find out why you're making these mistakes so that in the future you can really have a healthy relationship. You can really be with someone that is loving and kind and sweet, and you can be that to them. And again, you won't be wasting time trying to tame a bobcat. This person is who they are, and that's what it is. And a part of something to really understand what a breakup is, that's their choice and that's their right to be who they want to be. You can't change them, so don't try to do it, because in changing them, you're coming out damaged. The best thing you can do for yourself is to stay objective and to know why you're doing it. Stay focused on that. Move forward. Get the healing that you need. And watch how over time you get stronger. Watch over time, you're going to look back and be like, what did I see in this person anyway? You know why? Because the blinders are going to come off and you're going to see the person for who they truly are. All right, guys. Peace.